question? Anyone on the joke? No, I'm just kidding. Welcome. It's a respam for the audio all over thing. Oh, but we do have a new sponsor, Devon Knight, who makes awesome top-down minis for both Roll20 and, of course, Fantasy Grounds, is our new sponsor. And we're going to dedicate this show to him as well, because in a one-shot round the house, who knows, we'll actually really get a chance to showcase much more of his work. So shout out to Devon Knight, and thank you for being our new sponsor. So
yay!
Back to our questions.
Yes, my question is to deal with Fantasy Grounds.
Oh, okay.
After loading my character, making my character, using their interface, which actually is quite good, I have an issue with my hit points.
Okay.
On my character sheet, they are incorrect.
No.
Yes.
No, say it isn't so.
Yes. So before I die, since I'm going to be going into combat, I would like this fixed.
You would like this fixed, and you would like to know
how to fix it.
How do we fix this? How do we fix this for him? Well, I would have to say that we got going on here. There we go. That's better. I believe that when we were sort of drag and dropping, which is the Pathfinder's go-to, without deleting something, if you drag and drop something twice, it's buggered. We had the same problem with Frank Hamilton when he made his dwarf. So let's try to address this now, because part of the Simply Second Edition is to slow our roll and, investigate Pathfinder Second Edition as well as Fantasy Grounds. So we're going to pull up the characters here, and we're going to find Ook, Festering Tooth. That's you.
Yes, Ook. Yes,
Ook.
not Ook. Ook.
Okay. It says
think of clock without the CL. There you go.
Where's my Ook? What Ook is it? Got it.
That's right.
It says you have a maximum current of 18 hit points.
Yes, which is wrong.
Okay. So
the reason I'm saying that is because my class gives me 10.
Okay.
Right? My ancestry also now gives me 10 because of the ancestry feat I took of Unbreakable Goblin.
Okay. So let's just quickly go back and try to reboot you here. You have an ancestry of Goblin.
Yes.
Actually, I guess we should, before I start doubling down and deleting and stuff, we should look at, we'll go into the abilities. So let's find, what are we looking for? Unbreakable Goblin. There it is.
Unbreakable Goblin. I gain 10 hit points from my ancestry instead of 6.
Okay.
It's not taking that into account.
What is your con bonus?
+2.
Okay, so you should get... Oh, I see. So that's why you're at 18. You get 10 for champion.
Yep.
6 for being a regular goblin. 2 for con puts you at 18.
Yes.
And you believe that what's going on is it's not doing the Unbreakable Goblin. Okay, so maybe we can give this a bit of a boost by going into... I lost you.
I am here.
Going to the main, hitting the tracker page, and let's see if we can't sort of redump some good old goblin ancestry into you.
Okay.
Make you a goblin twice. Doink.
Oh, yep. Look at that dark vision again.
It says choose one ability to increase for being a goblin. What did you choose? What was your freebie?
I have no idea. That was so long ago.
That was so long ago. Well, your first row, you had Dex, Charisma, Wisdom. You've boosted Strength a couple times. Con.
My Strength multiple times. I don't. So what was my first one? I have no idea.
Okay. Well, let's see if it's Strength at the moment. And then we're going to close this down. And we're going to go into your actual abilities. Where are we here? This tab here. Okay. And it has, given you every kind of goblin.
Yep.
And the way they want you to do it is they want you to open this with the key slide cogwheel and delete everything that you are not. So we're deleting the Snow Goblin. We are deleting the Razortooth Goblin. Iron Gut Goblin, goodbye.
Yep.
Okay. Now, your Dark Vision has doubled up. I'll just give it to you once. Charhide Goblin.
Nope.
Bonus languages once, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Goblin Heritage only once.
Well, did it fix the problem? Even if we double down here,
I don't know. Let me look.
go back to the main page, and
Well, at least mine.
still only 18.
It's only 18. So at least you can just add to it because I
Well,
can't.
we can give you temporary hit points. There you go. Temporary hit points. There you go. 2.
Still,
we'll have to.
it's still not enough. It's 4.
Is it 4?
Yeah.
Oh, right. Sorry.
Difference between 6 and 10.
Yeah. Sorry, I was back with the 2 on the yeah.
Okay, I'm done. Thank you. Bye. Anybody else?
And that's how you can cut and paste your character back together. All right. Well, you know what we'll do here is we'll go back into abilities, and since that didn't work, we'll take away one of your unbreakables and one of your goblin heritages. You know.
Yeah.
And
but other than that, everything else is good. So.
Okay. You know what? Let's delete it completely. Maybe that's where I've bugged it. I left it sitting in there. Now you're nothing. You're nobody. Oh no! Wait. Tracker, ancestry. Right, I'm just gonna make you a goblin. Drop that in here. We will strength. That increase strength, please. There we go. It's not.
There we go. It is on my end.
Yeah. Okay. And then back into abilities, and there we have ancestry feats 3 times.
Yeah, I think something didn't port over correctly because my speed's at 0.
Oh,
and
no,
I can't adjust it.
Let's pick apart the new sponsor, guys. This is not. This is not why I was hoping to go with this show. Just saying. Oh crap! I think I've deleted you again. Dang.
I think I broke it.
You think you broke it? I think I broke it. No, you're innocent until proven broken. Try this again. Whoop! One last time. And strength. I mean, it's so easy to manipulate and fun, and you get to read everything. And you can pull everything up. There must just be some notes here. Somebody, I am not in direct contact with Fantasy Grounds. I work through 2 different proxies, so I can't rattle anybody's chain. We'll have to go through some channels here.
We'll figure it out for the next time then.
Yeah. Now you are unbreakable goblins, so I will just get rid of these other goblins really quick. One last time. Okay. And hopefully that fixed something. Nope. Okay.
Yeah, close enough.
All right.
I'll make it work.
Yep. Note to self. But now we know, where you get these floating especially floaty hit points. Okay. So that, where did we leave our heroes? I believe that the certain gentleman, the wizard, the brothers, the dwarf, and you guys all wanted to run back to the wagon. The shadows were moving, right? The wagon that's parked right out in front of the inn.
That's being guarded.
That's being guarded. That's being guarded. I'm going to pull up a party sheet here, and we're going to go to the marching order. Can you guys pull up your own party sheets?
How do we do that?
How do you do it?
Top right-hand corner.
Yeah, 3 little
corner.
people with a little eyeball.
Whoa, it's all disappeared.
Oh, it's just me. It is just me.
Hawk, you are the man.
Well, actually, these are the Age of Ashes guys. I'm sort of using the campaign twice because I don't have Rob's game that he loaded, so I have his notes, but I'm hijacking our Friday game to use for you guys. But it's fine. It's fine. So
Look, we can look through all of his inventory. Ooh.
Yeah. Look at it all. Nothing. Travel light.
All right. Bringing you guys in there. Now you guys are in the party with the party.
There we go.
Hello. Oh, you know what? We don't have, we have 2 ooks. we don't have minis for you guys. What a great great time here at Simply Second Edition to pull up your characters and give you guys some of Devin Knight's awesome looking minis. So I'm gonna pull up my token pack. There's so many. Thank you, Devin. And we'll type in monk, and voila, a whole bunch of guys. So if I were to just drag a monk onto his character there, can you see these monks on your, pull up your main page of character sheet there, Corey?
Yeah, I can see it.
Right? Okay.
I can see the one that you just attached.
Now you had the, oh, you know what we got going here? Look at this guy with the ring staff and the ominous square hat.
Square hat.
Yeah, he's got the you know, the ancient Chinese secret hat going on there.
Oh, thank you.
I'm trying to remember your description, and I remember you were like cloaked and bundled up, and you know, mysterious man of the East.
Dark cloak on.
Yeah.
I when I lowered my cloak, I had one silver eye, one green eye, a braided top knot, and a beard that hung down mid chest that was held together by leather rings.
See, luckily with the top-down view, that big square hat covers everything, and we'll just say it's fair.
Sounds like a plan.
You know what? That's an NPC. I'm looking for Thas.
Yeah,
You are half orc.
correct.
And again, pulling up the wonderful world of tokens. Now these bags are full of different ones, but I can do a search and it searches through everything. If I type in orc, then we should get a whole bunch of interesting dudes. What's your main weapon there, Mr. Half Orc?
What was that?
What's your main weapon?
Basically like an axe.
Okay.
It's called the neck splitter, but it's basically just like an axe.
And you're a barbarian, so we need somebody, you know, a la Thong running around.
Totally.
Okay, so I've got three guys. One has a shield, one has an axe. I got a guy with a mohawk, and I got this real tribal looking guy. So can you see that mini right there? On your character sheet, pull up your sheet. Seeing this?
I'm guessing yes.
Click on your character, top right of your character sheet. 2 clicks away. So simple. This is our Fantasy Grounds expert, by the way. This is what's got me. Jared has experience with Fantasy Grounds from the past.
And I have some lovely lowland to sell you.
Hardly any alligators or crocodiles.
Oh.
Watch out for those floodplains. They're your neighbors.
Yeah, no, I've got 3 really good candidates here. 4.
Yeah, I've watched them. I'm
Okay.
fine. That one looks pretty good.
Okay, there's this guy. This guy.
That's not bad either.
Yeah. This guy with the vest, you do kind
I
of look
like
like
that.
the friendly. Yeah,
I like that.
the friendlier looking. He looks like a
Yeah.
mercenary. Yeah, I like that one. Okay.
More yes, less tribal crazy, more money mercenary.
Tribal crazy.
Yeah, less psychotic tribe, more your money or your life, right? Okay. All right.
That's
so,
only on Thursdays.
Thursday is Bandit Day. Okay.
We don't like to
so-
call ourselves bandits anymore. That's just very negative. We are highwaymen.
No, we. Is this a new turn for the campaign? Or we're hey, we did so well robbing or letting the caravan fall to the terrors of the night. Let's just hide and rob them. Next one that goes by. Ook here. I also want to sorry. I'm never gonna get that night. Never gonna get it right.
No, you're not.
There's got to be a goblin that's like in some kind of plate or something cool looking. What's your main weapon there, Mr. Goblin?
A dog slicer.
Oh, okay. Look at this. I got one riding the actual goblin dog.
Which is a warg, or used to be.
No, they still have wargs in this, which is a different. This goblin dogs are like a hairless. They look like they got a rat kind of. Yeah. Do you have a shield?
Yeah, buckler.
Okay. There's a guy, he's got like a skull cap, like the medieval skull cap with bones like corn rolls, like rich bones on it.
That works.
You like that?
Yeah,
Right?
that works.
I also have this guy, which is like, the famous helmet that goes forth.
No, I'll use the first one. Was fine.
You like the first one? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, we're not going to even describe what what you look like on Tuesday. All right. So, I'm going to dig a little bit and I'm going to cheat. I believe I have some maps that I could possibly use. Not that one. From the Fall of Plaguestone. And we're going to say, for our purposes, here's a good one. That's good work. Spoilers for Fall of Plaguestone, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't look. What can I tell you? Don't look. Let's bring up the party sheet. Let's drop our party into a combat tracker, which I haven't cleared. How do I clear? It's got to be a fast way. Jared, help us out here.
To clear it, there should just be on your DM level. You should be able to just right click and clear all.
Close window, delete an item, create an item. It wants me to like mute thing, like disappear skull and crossbones one at a time. I just thought there was a faster way. Empty this board. Probably is.
I mean, we're not really seeing, at least on our end, I'm not seeing anything.
Well, I'll get into the. I have emptied it. I'm use the share screen. Okay, so bringing the party sheet back up, and then dropping you guys directly. Nope. You know what? I keep doing that. It's not the party sheet. I want to drop characters. I want to pull your characters from the top here. Here we go. Drop your characters in here. And then we're going to have you guys. What was the last thing you guys were doing? Running?
We were running back
athletics. Can I have some athletics checks, boys? Because that is going to be your initiative coming in. And for Ook, we want perception because he's guarding his wagon and staring into the night, wondering what's coming forth, I believe.
Yes.
Athletics.
Fast Hal, I've got you with like 13 wounds, hit points down to 9. Is this right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you know what I'm forgetting?
Yeah.
You guys need all the help you can get. I'm forgetting Dr. Quick. Guess he better be involved in some manner, right? Otherwise,
he's dissecting bodies. That's where he's at.
Everyone needs a surgeon to clean up the mess or to
what a waste.
What's that?
That's
what a waste.
You're getting there real fast. You're all excited.
No, I'm well aware of what's happening. So,
what's the matter?
Man, I'm exhausted and bleeding everywhere.
Sorry, I rolled a natural 20 for my perception check.
Oh, okay. Well, you are on site. They're coming. Okay.
You go see what that is.
So let's cheat a little bit here, okay? So using your imagination, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, I have a forested area with a clearing and a little walkway up to like a cave entrance. We're gonna say that walkway cave entrance is the burnt out inn, and we're gonna say this clump of bushes in the middle are our little bunch of wagons.
Oh. I'm huge.
I can see that.
Who gave him an enlarged person potion instead of the health potion?
What's going on here? Huh. I seem to have... all right, we'll just scale you. And we're scaling, and we're scaling. Just miniaturize your butt. All right, we need to lock your token scale at that. And then I can pull out. Bum, 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 bum. And that's something very interesting. You've grown an arm.
Have I?
Yeah, this goblin mini. Oh, that's his foot. Okay, I see. It's his foot, and there's a indicator of facing. See, remember we were talking last game about having the facing indicator?
Yes.
Instead of spinning your mini, you can curl around, and there is the proverbial.
Oh, okay.
Right.
The compass.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
That's neat, but I kind of like spinning the mini. Actually, you literally face danger, right? And we can fix that. We can go into our settings like so, and I can pull down. And we talking about where we here: player enemy, player health, player effects. Show this, show that. Facing indicator. We'll turn that off, and then close this. And now you're spinning your mini around, literally facing.
Okay.
That's a little cooler. Okay, so zooming back out. Zoom, 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 zoom. Okay, so there is our goblin. Those are wagons. We ran off to the north, the south, the whichever. We've got Das Mifrit. How do you say your name, sir?
Meaford.
Mayford. Das and Mayford, right? Running. Dr. Queck bringing up the rear, and we have. Oh, I seem to have disappeared. That's not good. Come on. I'd like to be here too. There we go. Now we had the mercenary brothers, right? Okay. In the confusion, everyone scatters and runs. So with your athletics checks, guys, I should be able to instigate round one. And we'll start with what did you get for your athletics, Mr. Monk? Mr. Mefford.
I got a natural 20 plus 5.
All
so
right.
25.
Yeah, okay. And Ak, your perception?
Natural 20 plus 2.
Okay.
So 22.
Yep. You guys could just give me the totals. It's cool. We know how awesome you are. That's Jared, athletics.
12.
Thank you.
Not very often you get a roll a natural 20.
Plus, I'm fatigued
Yeah.
from rage, so
Oh, really?
I'm fatigued for a minute.
So we need to put a condition on you. Oh,
Yes.
That's gonna be fun. Right. So on the combat tracker under THAS, there are several symbols that I have access to. Green means these are friendly. The crosshair is for targeting. There's armor class, just different things. And then there's just a sort of picture of a sort of a shadowy man stance. This is for effects. And if I pull this up, it drops down a menu, and I can say add effect. And then I want to pull up conditions. And over here in the top right, we have that shadowy man. And we click it up, and voila, every condition. And we want fatigued. So how do we fatigue you? Just drag this in.
Yep, and it's on because I clicked on it myself. So I think or when you click on it, or when I click on it, it
right. So
activates it.
You are fatigued. Da-da-da-da. What do you mean when I click on it? Sorry?
So I don't know so I can turn fatigue on and off by clicking on the shadow, but I think you can also.
Okay. Well, I'm going
if the
to
person
drag this effect onto your mini.
Yeah.
And that mini is fatigued. Very cool. Once we get the hang of this will be much quicker. But since we're learning and going slow, instead of the audience going, come on, he doesn't know what he's doing, we're trying to explain so that, those who aren't completely enamored and hooked with Fantasy Ground soon become so, because we're trying to learn this. And you know what? We like it. We like it a lot. I'm just going to try to close this up. No, that doesn't want to go away very much. So, moving down the list, pulling up my character, who is now an NPC, Dr. Quack was trying to, I guess, do athletics like you guys, chugging along here. This ought to be fun with my no bonuses. 4.
You have really short legs.
Yeah, well, I don't even have the speed. I got 25 compared to your 30, so that's a me. So, unless somebody wants to carry me, you could pick me up,
No.
Very well. Fight on without me. I'll get there when I get there. See you Tuesday. Now we're going to go into the bestiary, and we have groups. We have all. Let's see if I can type in something. and see what comes up. You know what? I think I spelled that wrong. So nothing comes up. About that. Nope. There are no. All right. I guess I'll just have to pull something blindly. Try this again. Bestiary. Activate Bestiary. Go. Pathfinder 2nd edition. By type. There we go. Wow.
There's 10,000 of them.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of stuff. But these all seem to be... actually, yeah, I don't think we have the bestiary yet. So the bestiary is just pulling stuff out of the current module that I have loaded. That makes sense? Let me go to my library here, and let me make sure that I've got both. Yeah, see, I was mucking around with Plague Stone. Now I've got Age of Ashes in here as well. There we go. And see how easy it just inserts that. And then we go back to the bestiary. All right. Show me what you got. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. All kinds of neat stuff. Wonderful stuff. Now I got to, you know what? We're just going to go down the bottom. Aha! This is what I want. Oh, there he is. That's exactly what I want. And I'm going to stick him in there. And what do you get? Get a bunch of them. We're just going to fill this thing with all kinds of them. Lots and lots of them. Lots. So many. I'm just spending the weekend filling this combat with with the bad guys. All right. So already on the scene, I have to reveal you. There you go. Trudging hard and fast. Sorry. You guys are going back in time. Just a tiny, just a tiny bit, okay? Ook.
Awk.
Sorry. The building, the burnt out building, shifts and boards creak and moan, and what looks at first in the darkness, people that were buried, that were overlooked by those moronic companions of yours, start getting up, and emerging. Oh, wow. From the building.
Wow.
Itself. How did we miss bodies? Oh, no, there were bodies. They were, that kind of thing. Funny thing is, as these things get up, some actually emerge from the bushes at the same time. Yep. And
as the moonlight comes to a full circle.
And on your own, all by yourself.
I was all by myself.
As luck would have it, this giant goblin that's still like way huge.
I'm big for my species, my race.
Big for your age.
Hey, come on! I'm 6. I'm big.
What do you do?
What do I do?
You perceive them in the night. They're rising. Some coming out of the bushes.
I will. Man meets. Turning my head towards the caravan people.
Yep.
Take cover. Smelly things afoot.
Okay.
Smelly feet. What is this goblin talking about?
Being a goblin.
All right.
My feet don't smell. I took a shower last week.
We went back in time, so Mr. Smellyfoot, you're not quite there yet. So you're shouting to the people that you're protecting.
Yes.
And sure enough, these things get up, sort of get their bearings, scramble around a bit. Now, the ones coming out of the bushes actually have weapons. The ones getting up out of the building are just bare, charred, blackened skeletons, and they kind of click and crink and flex sharp-looking claws and begin their amble towards you, slowly at first, as if just birthed by necromancy, and then picking up speed, and all your companions are off in the night. To say this is suckage is an understatement.
Sarah and Ray will protect me.
First,
Okay, then. Have fun with that. Bye.
Yeah. So the dead close on your positions. The ones
They move fast.
Yep. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. They double move and just start coming at you. The
Pretty
ones
fast
in
for
the
dead guys.
the ones in
They're
the
faster
building,
than I am.
the ones in the building, like I said, are slowly ambling and shuffling, doing their moonraker walk, doing their moonwalk. But the ones coming out of the bushes are fast, armed, and they just encroach upon the area. And then, as if Sarah and Ray answered your call, top of the initiative order, a monk appears from the bushes. Let us kick back everybody else. A monk appears. Nifrit, you're up. What do you want to do?
I'm going to cast Produce Flame.
Okay. Running like mad, barely in the clearing, and you suddenly see, just barely coming through these trees, you suddenly see dark figures with broken scimitars coming towards, and you've got the goblin champion standing proud, banging it, trying to draw attention for them to come to him. And you see at the back of the caravan, you see people clambering into wagons, closing doors, dropping tarps. He's acting as a distraction, drawing the aggro. And you call upon a monk ability, a spell ability, a druidic ability. That's right. Technically, as much as you act the part as a monk, not that everybody knows your backstory, you call upon what?
A druid spell.
Yes, primal magic. Not to be confused with occult magic. Not to be confused with divine magic, arcane magic. You call upon the primal forces of the world, primal magic, from your training and your mistletoe. I love how mistletoe is mistletoe. Sorry, Joe. Is mistletoe still the holy symbol in this in second edition?
Yeah.
Holly.
Holly and mistletoe.
Awesome. So drawing your mistletoe, reaching above your head, pulling a mirror, and then casting your spell. How does this go down? Have you got some mumbo and some jumbo? How many actions does it produce
Looks
flame
like
spell? Two? Okay.
2 actions.
So you have an action left if you like to move first and close, or you want to cast from where you're standing, because you will have an action before or after the spell to do something else. Or move on.
This is me, correct? I will move here.
Okay.
So
So
cast.
moving forward 5, 10, 15 feet. Don't forget there's an audio podcast active. So I need you guys to sort of describe, bursting through the trees, advancing towards the wagon, shifting to the left, if you don't mind. You'll get used to it.
Absolutely.
What he said. Yeah, I know. That's okay. Hey, come
Yeah,
on. he's here.
what he said.
Yeah.
Bursting
Oh.
through the trees, moving ahead very, very quickly.
Yeah. Well, when you were when you were introducing yourself to me, you were all like very descriptive and freaking out Dr. Queck, and now you're just kind of like, ha! I teleported.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
Well, things change. As we break through the trees, we see the undead approaching the caravan.
You see shadowy creatures with scimitars. Not sure exactly what they are. Can I have a recall check? Now, does that burn an action, Joe? Recalling,
That's a good question.
or is it for free?
I do believe that one is for free.
Well, you know what? Right now,
how about I'll just give me 2 seconds? I'll tell you.
Well, he needs to cast a spell. I mean, they are attacking.
Yeah.
I'm assuming this is the plan. So he's moved. Cast your spell, sir, and then we'll get back to you trying to figure out exactly more about the bad guys in a moment. But let's have that spell, sir.
Spell. So we are going to cast Produce Flame, which we need to roll. And let's just make a roll.
Can I have you in on the mic a bit more?
Yeah, of course.
Either bring it up or bring yourself in.
We cast a 9.
Okay. So you have to attack and hit with this spell. Is that what you're saying?
Well, my roll is 9.
Okay.
What does it say?
Now, sorry.
Yes, I have to cast. It's normally a range, but you make a melee attack against a creature in your unarmed reach. On success, you deal a 1d4.
Okay. So, in your unarmed reach, you have to touch him?
No. It's
Okay.
30 feet. It says make a
Okay.
spell attack roll against your target's AC. This is normally a ranged attack, but you can also make it a melee attack. Okay,
okay. I got you. You can do flaming fist. But okay. Now, a couple of things. I can override and drop a target if you tell me which one you want to target. I'm assuming it's the closest one you're after.
Yes, the closest one to us.
Also, yourself, if you pull up your character sheet and the actual, and I'm showing people as we're talking about this, if you go to your actual abilities where the spell is, where's your spells? Actions. You go down to your spell, and Produce Flame should have a gold box with a gold dice on it.
Mm-hmm.
If you click that and drag it out onto the map and dump that, whatever you're dragging, right on top of who you want to target, it'll automatically target that mini, take care of the hit points, whole thing. Now, don't worry about it this time because you've already rolled and we're going to take your 9 and you missed. But next time, I can either set a permanent target for you and then you can just double click on that and it'll do it. Or like I said, you can pull it off and go onto a mini and drop it on a mini's head and change your target each time. A little bit of a shuffle with your character sheet and the map, but it is a very, very cool feature that I know actually my wife Cheryl really enjoys, dropping D20s on bad guys' heads when we play. So that is you, sir. A mistletoe, a kiss, a mirror, a miss with the Produce Flame, whoosh into the night. But I'm pretty sure pretty soon a goblin's going to know he's not alone. I have not grouped the undead. I'm trying a feature here where everybody gets their own initiative. So it's not like you, all the bad guys, and everybody else. It's a disorganized shamble of any given undead at any time. So,
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
As for your recall knowledge,
Yes, sir.
it is 1 action.
Okay, that's what I thought. So, Corey, if you want to start your turn and burn some actions, but it gives you intel, strengths, weaknesses. What do I know? You know what I mean?
Okay,
Because,
and I need to do that.
No, on your turn, because it's something that burns an action. But I'm saying it's worth it if you like, because. So, Joe, forceful weapons, sweep weapons. Let's talk about those.
Weapon traits? Sure, we
Yes.
can. I can pull them up if you wish. Just
Yes,
give me
please.
1 second.
And because you're being forcefully sweeped with the scimitar, all I have to do is click.
Oh, thank you.
all I got to do is now, like I said, also your character in your actual combat tracker, guys. Some of your attacks through the sword and shield on that character line, you should be able to again click on them, drag it off that character line, whatever your weapon is, and drop it on somebody's head without having to mess with your character sheet. And that is what I'm doing now. And I'm
That's
just gonna
cool.
Drop it right on the goblin.
That's pretty
And
cool.
it says right in our chat window, look at this. It says attack, natural 20 plus
Well, gee, I think that hits me.
Wow.
26 attack. Ow. Yeah.
That just hits me.
I may have used the wrong undead. That is really powerful. I'm looking at their their hit points are terrible. Okay. That is really good.
Except for the first one.
So let's talk about forceful and sweeping, if you've got that ready to go.
Yes, I do.
Okay. Now,
So, sorry,
Go ahead.
I'm just
yeah,
little
go ahead.
bug in my throat here. Just give me 1 second. I have to.
Well, it does hit you, and it talks about a critical. So I believe I'm going to get some some double damage going.
Okay, there we go. Sorry, I had to clear that nasty All right. So you want to know about forceful?
Forceful
I guess
weapon
we'll start.
and a sweeping weapon, which it is both.
Okay. Well, we'll start with forceful.
Okay.
This weapon becomes more dangerous as you build momentum. So when you attack with it more than once, your second attack gains a circum bonus to damage equal to the number of weapon damage dice. And then for each subsequent attack gains a circumstance bonus to damage equal to double the normal of weapon dice. So to put that into plain English for people, when you swing with it the first time, normal. When you swing with it again, you take your penalties to attack, but you gain weapon damage. And then when you attack the third time, the weapon damage increases again. It gets pretty gross pretty quick.
Yeah, no,
for big weapons.
Yeah, and this is
Silly question for the DM.
Sure, go ahead.
Do you have to announce that you're doing all 3 attacks or all 2 attacks or however many attacks prior to rolling? Or do you allow as it goes?
I don't think so, because if you attack once and you could just run off. If you attack once and kind of go, that didn't work out well, I'd like attack again. Since there's no penalty, like in the old way, it was like I attack once and then the guy's like, no, I want to attack again, but there had to be a penalty to the first hit to compensate for both. In this, your first hit is always the static number. The second hit, if you choose to do so, has a -5 penalty. -4 if it's a finesse weapon or agile weapon. And the third one is like -10 or -8. So as far as I can tell, there's nothing from stopping a character from making that decision on the fly. So unless we can find something later in the rulebook, I will totally allow it. So you could literally test your hits as it were, going, oh, well, that didn't work well, I'll keep going, right? Now, these guys spent their last surprise round moving into position. Okay? Now, I will give the little dude who's up with some partial cover, because they're crowding around a wagon and he can kind of use the bench and, type of thing. He's up on there. Okay? I'll even give you higher ground when you're attacking.
It's still not enough.
but chop away. So starting off with a critical.
Oh,
right?
or you want me to finish with the
sweeping.
other weapon
yes,
trait?
Let's talk about sweeping.
The weapon. Sorry. This weapon makes wide sweeping and spinning attacks, making it easier to attack multiple enemies. When you attack with this weapon, you gain a +1 bonus to your attack roll if you have already attempted to attack a different target this turn with the weapon.
Oh, okay. So instead of like doing sort of X patterns on a guy, if you sweep one guy and come around on the second guy and direct your second -5 over there, you get a +1. That's very cool.
Yeah, so instead of being -5, is now -4.
There's a certain Drow Ranger I know that has scimitars that could just, in second edition, just dump and become like,
Yes, with a weird name, but yeah. you could dump a lot. But yeah, okay. And next, or is that it?
Yeah, no, that's it. So
okay.
I'm assuming all critical damage is double damage unless otherwise like a deadly short bow,
It all depends on the weapon. Every weapon has a different.
Right. Now this weapon doesn't have the deadly attribute where it would do more damage on a crit or whatever. It just has damage. So I'm going to click on it, and that's 1. And you took double damage from the crit. So you take a total of 10 points as this thing comes up and reaches over and digs in, and gets a good slash on you. Okay. It's a brutal slash. It's not just hacking away. It's warrior instinct. It reaches up high and just goes for the power chop. And then begins, like after stabbing you brutally, begins trying to climb up there with you. Provoking an attack of opportunity.
If it was a fighter. I had that.
I'm just saying, like, undead are like machines. They just kind of come at you. They don't care about, so it sees the shot. It takes it, instead of being smart and standing back and chopping away, hoping to get through your cover, it just start clambering onto the wagon. So I'm going to have this sucker make an athletics check. And I'm just wondering, can I pull skills from the combat? Armor class, my saving throws. Good to know. What else what's this? Okay, can't seem to... Oh, wait a minute. There we go. The very corner at the other end of the slot, there's the good old iconic drag and drop guy, which brings up sort of a mini character sheet. This allows me access to all kinds of information, speed, range, blah, blah. And I'm sure skills, acrobatics, athletics, there it is. Double-clicking right on the word gives me my check with my bonus. Athletics check from Undead Guy number 3, 5 plus 3 is 8. So he starts clambering up to this wagon and he's having trouble.
Because it's wet, you moron.
How did you make it wet? I don't want to know.
It's been raining.
Anyway, he fails, but he does not fail critically. So here's something I could probably attempt a second time with my last action, is just trying to redo the check as this thing, again, just tries to clamber up. And again, just can't seem to get it up. Next, our Goblin Champion is up and more undead is on deck. Goblin Champion, appearing larger than life. I know if I unlock the scale on you, it's just going to...
That's fine. It's just a big bravado. That's all.
Yeah. You're pretty much in a square.
But I will raise my ready my shield.
Okay.
So hold on. Let me click on my little character sheet to do that. Which is actually kind of cool because it...
Yeah, to get your shield bonus, it's an action to get that sucker sort of... Because a lot of people are like, that's so dumb. It's like, think about it. You are fighting with your shield. You don't just hold it up blindly in the air going, it's ready, or, gee, I have it in my hand. It should give me the bonus. You fight actively, with thought, with concentration, in the training. Use the shield. Sword comes around. Shield 2 block. Come on, you guys played Skyrim. Get the shield up. Or you're going to eat it. So... poo-poo on those people like, hey, it burns in action. No, this is a very cool thing. Not to mention it gives you the option to possibly bash with the shield instead of just using the shield.
Yes.
Oh, cool.
For all that stuff, but I am using a buckler, so it's kind of...
Okay.
I can still shield bash, but it's not worth it for my character.
And to get
instead...
sorry. Yeah, to get that going, I'm just going to show people your character sheet. There's right under the AC here. See, it says shield raised. Ha ha. But your armor class didn't change.
Oh, I clicked on it.
No, it's fine. So what we need to do is we need to go into combat.
I'll take it
and
off.
Shield rage there. Oh, sorry. Are you proficient in shields? Oh, no, you haven't entered your shield bonus. What is the shield bonus? 1?
1.
Okay, there you go. See,
Where
now
was I
when you...
supposed- Oh, okay.
It's in the combat there.
Okay.
Oh, it became 0 again. Oh, that's weird.
Oh,
Made it
now
a
it's
1.
17. And
Made
it's
it a
not
1.
clicked.
Okay, you know what? We're both clicking here. I'm trying to show.
I'm not touching. I'm just watching it.
Wow, I just keep dumping it. You keep dropping your shield, man. What's going on? Okay, shields. Mr. Sulu, 17 is your AC. And what do you want to do? Okay, so you have 2 actions left. What do you want to do?
Hacka.
Hacka.
Let's see if I can do this.
You know what we need? You know what we're missing? I completely forgot. Exactly. We need some epic, you get some battle music here.
Okay. What? It won't let me click and drop.
Well, let you click and drop on what?
On dude to attack. So I can state which one I want to attack, but I'm having a hard time here.
Okay.
Suggestions?
That is a good question. Well, first, let me just bring this, make sure this music isn't going to overpower our feed here. So, sorry, what is your problem, sir?
Using my dog slicer.
Okay.
So going to the little dragon.
Mm-hmm.
Click and drag and drop, and nothing happens.
Okay. Which undead did you want to attack?
The one that was clambering up.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going to pull the target for you.
Okay.
and open that up, and then I'm going to pull it, the little button here, right onto the guy that's clamoring. Okay.
Okay. Now I
And
see
then
that.
now try the attack, and we'll see what's going on here. And what are you doing? You're just pulling up the character sheet and just clicking on the weapon?
Yeah. I'm using it right out of my actions.
Okay, let's have a look here. Go into your actions.
Yep.
You've
so
got your dog slicer.
Yep. Dog slicer.
Right.
Little
so
red.
You should be able to click on the gold dice next to the +7. Double click on the gold dice next to the little +7 you got there.
Okay.
Or as I said, you can grab that gold dice next to the +7. Now you see how it's got 3 numbers? Those are your 3 attacks, Jared.
Yeah. Okay.
So-
There we go. Now
Yeah.
it's working. Hey, look at that. Okay.
It can be a little bit finicky because it's tight spaced with your.
It is because I need more room.
Yeah.
It's very hard to see all this.
But attack at medium undead is a hit, sir. And now you can double click on your damage dice, or you can just grab it and toss it.
Grab it and toss it. Oh, why did that? Okay,
Matter.
did that work?
I didn't see anything.
Because I just had a 4 come up. That was it.
No, not seeing anything in the tracker here.
No, that was weird. Because I'm just grabbing right on the
There,
damage.
there it is. Here we go.
Okay.
There we go. Damage 5. What are you're using the goblin slicer? So you rolled a 6 plus 4 points of damage. Is this what I'm looking at here?
Yep, 1d6 plus 4.
Okay, and you got 6 plus 4 is 10 points. And it says to me, it says damage medium undead 3, partially resisted.
Because I am using a slashing weapon.
But so much damage, and its new status, boom, is destroyed.
Huzzah!
It crumbles to the ground with no hit points left. Because these things don't bleed out, stabilize. Undead, at least when you get them to 0, the magic is done. And I'm going to delete them right out of the combat tracker. Good
Why, thank you.
hit, sir.
Yaha!
Next, undead.
I will swing at that one.
Yep.
No.
Oh, that's right. You have actions left.
yeah.
Sorry. I'm moving the combat onto you. It's like, oh, wait a minute. Let's back up time. Sorry, Charlie. Sorry. Yep,
There
still
we
Oak's
go.
turn. So there we go. So hang on. You want a new target, right?
Which was the. I just dropped it on his head. Did that work?
Yeah, that does work, actually. 'Cause
Okay.
It'll say
Sure.
you're attacking medium undead 2 miss, but you missed.
Yeah, I know.
Now, did you pull the +7 dice, or did you pull the next one in the row?
The +3 dice.
Yeah, that's
For
what you
my
want.
second attack.
Okay. All right. You want to go 3?
No, because my raising my weapon. Or my shield.
Oh, your
sorry.
shield was 1, right. Thank you for being honest. Okay.
I am done.
Okay. Now, meanwhile, back to Floyd the Undead here. He's gonna, well, you know what he's gonna do? He's gonna pick a target. I'm gonna pull the target as you. And nothing personal. Well, I guess it is always personal. Again, this guy, same thing. Takes a swipe, hits you, and you take 5 points of damage. It says partially absorbed. What partially absorbs your damage? Your shield? Is there damage reduction in this?
No, excuse me. Well, there is damage reduction, but we're at too low of level to have anything like that.
Interesting. Unless there's something about the undead that, makes them... Hey, let's not look at gift undead broken scimitar.
Yep. I'll take it.
Yep. Oh, you know what? The weapon might have the broken condition. Maybe that's possibly, but it's saying to you it's absorbed, so we might want to look that up. Something to take a note. So, Jered,
Yes.
I know you've always got notebooks handy. If I ask to take a note, I really don't have time to. I need you to scribble out, and at the end of the night, we'll go over these notes, and then on our next session, we can, cover these questions. We learn, you learn, everybody
I want
learns.
to know if the status light absorbs.
A broken weapon. I want to know
Broken.
if that has something to do with reduced damage and why partially absorbed by Otuk. Why did Ook partially absorb some of the damage?
Okay.
Thank you.
I'll get it one day.
Not that bad, but
Do you have a light shield or a heavy shield?
I have a buckler.
A buckler. Okay.
Yeah, like it.
And not the kind
Oh,
understands.
I know why. Because we gave you temporary hit points, and it's saying they were partially absorbed. I bet you, because we gave you temporary hit points, it's saying, oh, some of the damage is absorbed by your temporary hit points. Anyway, you're down to 15. You took 7. I bet you that's why it's saying absorbed. So, and again, this thing, gets a good hit on you, trying to drive you back, and then just tries to climb up in, like, get right in there with you, get as close as possible. So again, pulling up the little dragon icon, finding my athletics check, and using 1, 5, 3, 8 fail. Again, trying to climb 4 areas. He clambers up beside you, right in the wagon, and he's done. Next, undead in the forest. I'm going to start shambling out here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. One move. 5, 10, and burning some diagonal movement here. Up and around and down is another 10, 15, 20. We'll end you about here. And he basically... Oh, he can triple move. But you know what? Like I said before, they're kind of shambling and delayed. They're new to the world, or they just got back. Which brings us to, finally, the mighty, wounded, fatigued barbarian that's not doing so good. But they're fast.
Who's apparently also heavy. I was noticing that the Fantasy Grounds has given me the heavy status.
Oh, does that mean you're heavy, or does that mean you're like encumbered? You want to drop
I
your gear
don't.
here?
It, according to my chart, I'm not encumbered, but for some reason I have the heavy status, and that might have to do with my wounds. I'll have to
Yeah,
check-
you're
check
heavily
that.
wounded. Sure. I bet. I bet you you're heavily wounded. You're down to 9 hit points out of like 22, quite a bit.
Yeah.
So, what do you want to do? Get me out of here.
5, 10, 15.
Well, I'm slow, right? Like you were saying. So, still behind.
I'm going to do a double move or double stride, I guess.
Okay.
Stride.
Yeah, to here. And then I'm going to swing, hopefully, at this guy.
Okay.
I hope. I can't select him like... So you might have to put the selection on there.
Okay. So, you're coming up here. Sorry, let me just zoom out. You're moving up, and you're trying to get at the guy in the wagon there.
Yep.
Okay. Do you have any movement left?
I have 1 chevron.
Okay. Attacking where you are from the side, because he's sort of like, I guess he's filling up the whole square there. No, you're fine. Give him a little bit of a cover. He's a little bit on higher ground. And you want me to target him for you because you're having trouble, or do you want to just drop your combat dice on his head?
I'll try dropping it on the head.
Okay.
Let's see here. Grab the axe off my belt and swing it at his head.
Whoa, wait a minute. Did you not have the axe out already?
No, had the maul out.
Oh, pulling a weapon. You got to drop the maul for free and
that's
pull a
right.
weapon as action. So you just...
Never mind then.
Now, do you want to just use the maul?
Yeah, I can use the maul. That will work.
Okay.
At a
Unless you
minus-
want to hold that action, make a recall check against undead and to calculate which weapon might be better.
I don't have any intelligent ability at all. I'm just gonna swing.
The cool thing about
and-
Pathfinder is they open up a plethora of all skills at low DCs, and everyone can recall everything, every fairy tale, even the most basic stuff to garner something. Just saying. I don't want to burn your actions for you, but...
I'll go. Well, you smell interesting. I wonder if I'm going to recall anything off of this.
Okay, so
Yeah.
religion and occult, whatever, might come better.
Um,
I believe, actually, if I pull up the actual player's guide here. Oh, you know what? I think I can pull it out of... I've got the player's guide here.
it's
If we go into
definitely going to be
skills-
religion. It's the only thing I got that gives me any kind of plus.
We got lore, and then we talk about recalling knowledge on the subject, right? Must be trained, common lore subcategories. I was hoping for the knowing about specific category, Nary and Cratial, right? So we go Where are we here? Bum, 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 bum. No, they don't tell me. Page 238. Okay. Well, you know what I can do? There's another cool feature. Like, I'm just dropping into my side panel here and quick and dirty pulling things up. With Fantasy Grounds, because we actually have the official book, I can go into my library, I can pull the core book, and I can ask for the reference manual, which is set up much more like an actual player's book, go into the skills, and then pull down to lore, and then I get, much more of the official, players look at this. But no, still not after what I want. Okay. So, taking a moment in the 238 world of the core book, and then we're talking about recalling knowledge. And
Yes.
it's a single action, and we need a check, and we want to know about undead, religion, occultism. I am not seeing undead on any of these. Arcane, alchemal, page 239, subject lore, diseases, poison, wounds, environmental, ancient mysteries, obscure, esoteric, divine angels, divine plane theory, mythical, as creatures of religious significance, local key. I know religion used to cover undead.
Used to.
Yeah. Well, when I got it right, arcane theories, magical, arcane alchemy reactions, item engine, material construction. Oh wow. Well, I'd still would go with occultism or religion. Maybe a higher DC on occultism. Whatever your best one, sir. Let's have at it.
Yep, right there, 15 on religion.
Oh yes, right. The dead standing before you. You took a swipe. That's actually you can actually see the skeletal. Now this guy has a tool. Has some shoddy rag armor, and he's got armor, and he's got like a broken scimitar. But bones can smash. You want to go with bludgeoning, because otherwise it just doesn't take significant damage. It could actually absorb some of the damage from that axe. So you do have the right weapon in hand. And as I said before, your character definitely knows that you have to just kind of kill it. It will fall.
All right, gents. By the smell of this thing, it's undead. So I suggest highly that you use whatever hammer device you've got in your back pocket. Hit it hard with a flat, bludgeoning.
Something else I'd like to point out is, I don't know about pointing out knowledge, talking is for free, but if you point out an opponent to somebody, that actually takes an action. So let's keep it short and sweet so that my chat doesn't fill up with comments. Something I actually wanted to discuss that we never got into here, guys, is we're streaming. Does anyone have the internet to burn to pull up the chat, talk to the peoples?
No, I do not.
Jared?
Let me try.
Okay. Twitch TV /GM's cut. And apologies if anyone's in there, because we've always got Rob and Coop lurking about. Now, Rob said even though he couldn't be with us, he could actually monitor the chat. But I would like to acknowledge, since we're live streaming, the folks that are listening and thanking them for following us today and watching. And
What's the link online?
You're on my internet, man. We don't want to bog that down. Don't pull up a browser on that old computer. Corey's in the next room now. It's like, and I've got my wife downstairs watching a show. So that's why I asked these guys to. If someone sees a question directed at Corey, I'm sure they'll tell you, and you can answer live. But
Absolutely.
If you pull up a browser, you're going to bog down that old computer. So, still moving forward with the combat at hand. Undead, bad. Bludgeoning, good. And I believe you're out of actions. Right, Jared?
Yes, sir. I'm
finished?
well out of actions.
Well out of actions. Which brings me to my next undead. More shambling. 5, 10, 15, 25, 30, 40, 45. Excuse me. Pardon me. Emerging from somewhere here. This undead dude, they're just shambling along here, and they're coming into the fold. And it looks like this is what I'm pretty much doing with my shambling dudes as we come along. Oh, sorry, give me 1 second here. I need to do a collective shamble. Get in there. There we go. Emerging from the darkness. Several of them are moving along. Now you'll notice whoever's turn it is on the tracker, it's hard to tell these pogs. This is why I actually prefer Devon Knight's minis. There'll be a white circle lighting up whose go it is. So that last undead with a scimitar gets close to our man Ook.
I'll take it.
Ook.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
He'll get it one day.
Fuck that loogie.
Ook and Ook. Lock and load.
The O dude.
Sorry, I got music blaring in my ears. And natural 20. Another possible crit. Oh my god, dude. So sorry. No, I'm not. Die. Die, the undead want to kill you. Oh, look at that. I did it really quick, and it actually, you know, maybe because I didn't pause, it gave me the critical. I didn't have to like double click it.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, showed all the dice here. So a total of 13 points of damage on you, sir. It says you're critical. You're at, oh no, he goes down. Our little goblin friend's at -2, guys. Or is that 2? Sorry, I'm having trouble with this. No, you're down to 2 points. Yeah,
I'm down to dying.
Oh man.
2.
No, it says you've taken 16 points out of your what you had there.
I've had 22 hit points at the start. I've already taken 15 plus with the newest hit. So let's do the math.
I don't know. I'm just looking at my chart here, and it says you've taken 16 wounds, and it says you currently
16,
have
16 wounds.
Yeah, no, it counts up. It doesn't take hit points off. It has 2 categories. Look at your combat tracker. It calculates damage up in one window, while the one next, which is your current hit point, starts coming down and changing color from green to yellow to red. It's kind of cool.
Well, it says that you have 2 left,
Oh.
Mr. Ock.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll take it.
Yep.
If you look at the
You're partially absorbed. You know, we had those phantom hit points, so.
Yeah. Okay.
Fearless leader is correct. If you look at the combat tracker,
Well,
So I have 16
Joey's
wounds.
trying to be fair, like he's calculated his thing, but no, you know, you're barely standing. Divine Serenray. Keep you
Yep.
on your feet there, buddy.
That's awesome.
Anyway, staggering back, and again, this thing just tries to, you know, clamber up in there with you. So we're gonna pull up the sheet once again. Come on, get some athletics going here. Nope. And 7 and 21. Yes, there he goes. And he clambers into the wagon with you. And that is him. Dr. Queck. Wow, my
Everybody wants to
character,
be
you know,
near
my
me.
character is not geared to fight the dead. I'm a healer and a poisoner. Like,
I'm just hearing excuses.
well,
Run away.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'm analyzing the situation. Perhaps
you better analyze quicker.
I'll move in.
I wonder if I can take his body and use it for something else once he's dead. Yes.
I'll just hide in the bushes until the dead. No, that didn't work last time. You know what? I think I need to start getting people out of the back. So 5, 10. I'm gonna go to the back of the wagons and try to like secure the people, or just like, you know, we're breached. You know, the people in the back wagons can't see that the undead are like encroaching upon the goblins. You know, they're at the door. Nope, they're through the door, as it were. You know, we need to get out of here. Run, abandon wagons. You can outrun them, I'm sure. You know, let's get on with it. Anyway, 2 moves and an open a flap, and it's like time to go, people. And the last undead Bob. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and they just, you know, they're just shambling. They're making their way. And that's round 1. Round 2 brings us to Ifrit.
All right. Wow.
Orc
Lots
goes
of-
whipping past you and is in front of you now and is tangling up with the one undead, trotting along, mumbling something about, you know, not very pleasant last time. Dr. Queck goes bouncing along behind you, and you hear more than see and well, actually, the torch lights on the very edge of the torchlight coming out of the building are more of these shambling skeletons. Only these ones are not armed and armored. They're just, and trying to get their legs under them. And they're coming.
Question: if I
Yes.
drop my cloak, will that cost me a move?
Yes. Oh no, no. It should be a free action.
Perfect. I'm going to drop my cloak.
Okay.
And I am going to. Oh, next question before I carry on.
Sure.
Will climbing into the cart,
Yeah.
will that cost me a move?
Well, it's part of movement. So instead of you moving up, part of your movement, it turns into climbing, and you make athletics check, which is a fairly low DC. It'll slow you and require a skill check as opposed to moving doesn't. But I believe you can make it in part of your movement. So climbing is 1/4 your move. So a way to go about this is, what wagon do you want to climb into? You want to like get into the wagon with this dead guy?
I want to get into the wagon with Auk.
Okay.
This dead guy is.
Okay, now I don't really have this penned down. I have 3 bushes, but this is supposed to be a cluster of several wagons. So if
Yes.
you're amongst the bushes, you are upon the wagon. So if you move forward 10 feet, right, as one move, then
Yes.
start a climb. Give me a basic climb, that's 2. And that will put you in the wagon, with Auk and adjacent to baddies, and you can attack or do whatever you wish. So can I have an athletics check?
Yes.
And in you go. Buggering, not something that hopefully, it's pretty straightforward.
But it's something we have to slightly cover is climbing
Oh, what?
Sure. Let's
is
talk about
always
climbing.
is always half of your movement, unless you have feats or other things to.
I thought
to
it was
boost that.
1/4.
It's half. Up to half. So it's easier math.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. Now, question is though, like, if he starts movement with, like he got there with a partial move, it can't be
Oh,
sort of like the end of his movement, right?
Yeah, but you have to when you stride, you stride. You up to your movement.
Yeah.
Whatever your movement is. If you have
Change
to go,
it. Yeah. Change.
if
your
you
action,
change it,
yeah.
then change it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Stride number
okay.
2, stride number 3. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's half stride. Oh, you just didn't need the full movement to get it. Now you're climbing. It's something different. Okay. So 2 chevrons. You should be in. What did you get?
A 9
A 9.
with my bonus.
It's so wet.
Apparently.
Hopping in a wagon is 5, but like I said, remember how I said they like tarped and buckled up, and you know what I mean? You're trying to get into a door, get into a flap. However, I do have Dr. Quack telling them it's time to bail, and at the end of the round, the civilians would go. So I will give you a chance. If you'd like fate to favor the bold, how bad do you want to be up here?
I would like to be up there pretty bad.
Would this be worth a hero point? Circumstances that there's a flap open kind of thing? Something favorably? Or just you just
Okay,
kind of
and how does that work?
You spend your hero point. You get a hero point every session. Not every day, not every sleep, not like a spell. Every time we sit down and play as one gaming group, you have a hero point. And you can earn more or earn the ones you spend back by doing heroic stuff. But hero points can make extra cool things happen.
Being, you can make any roll, again, any d20 roll.
Yep. Which is
Or-
what I'd be asking for. Yeah.
Yep. Or you can save yourself from dying.
Yeah. Like Auk might, like he's been sitting there taking all the hits. It's like, it's status dying 1, dying 2. Well, hero point. I don't want to bleed out. And they're like, oh wow, he lives another round. Coup de grace. But yeah, in layman's terms, you could re-roll that 9 if you really want to be up there.
Okay, I really want to be up there.
Okay. So
I'm
give me
on that.
another athletics check, but you are forced to take the second one by burning this point if it's worse.
That's right. I'm on a mission.
And if it's worse, like say you did a critical fail, right? It's a re-roll. It's not or is it a roll and take the best of 2 for a hero point, Joe? Or do you re-roll and if it's a critical fail, guess what? Things get worse.
It's a re-roll and
Yeah.
take it.
Yep.
I'll take it. I'll run the chance.
14. There he goes. Yeah. No, he gets up there. He goes to slip and heroically tightening your muscles and flipping over. just climbing with your hands and doing that parallel bar, flipping in as your legs slip off, and he is up and in, and you have an action left, sir.
One action.
Yep.
Am I close enough to touch Ock?
Hey, no.
Yeah. Yeah. You mean like hand on the shoulder, you got this, or cough, bend over? What are we going
No.
for here?
I just need to get a finger on him.
Snapping the glove.
Absolutely.
Here's my druid bonus. It won't hurt a bit. Okay. Yeah, sure.
All right.
Hey,
I'm going to
what
cast
happens?
my,
Hey, man,
I'm
what,
gonna re-
what happens on
I'm
a
gonna
caravan stays on the caravan. So you.
All right. Perfect. I'm going to reach out and grab him
Mhm.
and cast a heal spell.
Oh,
Okay.
not so bad. It is cough. It is Frank's old man Arif's heal. I healed him from behind.
Cough.
I have a quick
Alright.
question. Fun fact. Okay, Jared Mercer. When the beta came out and we played, everyone was playing Doomsday Dawn, and it's a slightly different rule set, which evolved into Pathfinder 2nd Edition when the beta came out. Everyone's playing Doomsday Dawn. I didn't want to do that. I want to do something different. So we found a 5th level adventure path called Archlord's Envy, and we played it. We cooked together 5th level guys, had a terrible, wonderful time, and even to be something different again, we brought Matt and all his gear over, and we really had mics around the meat space, not something we're used to doing, because we're used to doing the live stream, or virtual, everyone's in a Zoom call kind of thing. We had everybody at a table, didn't know Matt's microphone was dead, but you could still hear him over the other mics. Joe was there, and Matt was there, and Ashley Florence from Mummy's Mask, Man from Assyrian, was there, and I'm DMing in the living room. There's pictures of it on our Instagram. We're all wearing my son's t-shirts he made us. And Jered was inspired by Ye Olde Day Giggles and Laughs, wrote me a very heartwarming fan letter, and I answered him back, and then the back and forth turned into messaging. He had more questions. He wanted to talk about his own campaign, his own homebrew and stuff, which 2nd edition, this actual show might lead to that. Maybe Jared gets a shot soon. We'll see. Long story short, because I'm sorry, I tend to digress. I'm sorry, what were we doing? Oh, right.
Healing me.
During that adventure.
Wisdom check.
During that adventure, that podcast that's part of the Attack of Opportunity podcast, which are interviews, there is a one-shot in Attack of Opportunity, Archlord's Envy, the whole show, and Frank is playing our favorite character, Old Man Arif, the cloistered cleric, and he's, because the cleric's in the back, he's coming up, and he's like, I heal you, healing from behind is great, and he just goes on, and I want to know, Jared, were those lines that dirty old man, Frank's dirty old man is like, oh yeah, I gotta write these guys. I want to know, what was it that drew you, Because now history's repeating itself. And here our fan turned intern, turned regular cast member. Things evolve. And we're short people, so give them a shot.
I'm not short.
Okay, we stayed too long on this. Jared, I think Jared's internet froze. He just got this big grin.
Yeah, it looks
I guess
kind of funny.
we'll take that answer as a yes. So, what do you for healing?
All right. So I need to cast my spell.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a 1. Let's see. Channel target's willing living creature. You restore 1d8. If the target is undead, you deal the amount of positive damage to it. Okay. So by the looks of it, I just simply drop my die on Jared.
On the goblin, which is Joe.
Yes.
No, on Joe.
Right.
Or yeah. Sorry, got him backwards.
That's all right.
Oh, look at this. So the little star in the chat here. Meffert, cast heal at Oak, Waytooth Finder. Sweet. But there's no result.
Okay, so
I see that.
I need a 1d8.
Yeah, you can just raw. Excuse me. Is it D8 or D8 plus 1? That's a D10.
Oh, my bad.
It's all right. Please re-roll that. 1. Oh,
well, I guess one's better than none. I tried.
Why, thank you.
He's wet.
I tripped on the way in.
You're
Yeah.
rusty with the spell, All right. And that's you, sir. And now it is... Whoops. It's supposed to be Ock's turn.
Okay.
Did I get
Woohoo,
it
look at
right?
that, you got it right.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Who do you want to target? What do you want to do? Are you going to run?
I am going to use a focus spell.
Ooh. Do you have a
Sounds-
target?
Yeah, myself.
Okay.
It is lay on hands.
All right.
And if let's see how this works. Oh, I'm targeting myself and nothing happened. Let's try that again. Okay. Because I don't know how else to roll that raw. So
What? Just drop it on your own guy?
yeah, I did that and nothing happened.
Okay. Well, just try double clicking on it and see if it just activates it because it is a self. Is it always a self activation thing?
No, it's touch.
Oh. What do you want to? What do you want to cast?
Lay on hands.
Oh, okay.
I want to heal myself.
No shame in that. I mean, the druid's not really being too much. I mean, the intentions are good, but
I didn't like you anyway.
It's just it restores 6 hit points.
okay.
It's
Now,
somatic.
Is it a static number?
Yes.
Okay. Well, here's lay on hands.
Yeah.
And-
Your hands become infused with positive energy, healing a living creature or damaging an undead.
Okay. It says insufficient SP available.
How's that
click. Well, next to the focus spell, there's a little star, tiny star, on the far left. It says
There we
use
go.
power. So
fun?
yeah, but it says insufficient SP.
I
Do you have
don't
an
know what SP is. Like spell power, I'm guessing.
I guess so.
But
We know better.
yeah,
All right, this is your focus.
I'm
for the day.
confused.
Yeah, it says. Oh, I'm looking right at your character. It says you have a focus point, right? You're gonna do lay on hands.
Yep.
It's a single somatic, right? You will it to happen.
Mhm.
Looking at the effects here, one willing living creature or undead creature, and you can infuse, and it says you restore 6 points. It's a static number, huh?
Yeah.
They also get a +2 bonus to AC for 1 round.
That's for allies. I do.
Oh,
believe.
if the target's one of your allies, I see that. Okay, and it's undead, you deal 1d6 damage. Must make a fortitude. Oh, that's very cool.
Yeah, it's a little different than previous editions, but
Yeah, no, that's neat.
it has more uses.
Yeah,
now,
definitely,
so.
definitely. Okay, so we'll give you 6 back.
Okay.
So I'm going to. I'm just going
did
to.
we get the one from me?
Yep. Sorry. Right. Thank you. There we go. So
All right.
I'm just rewriting the wounds, and now
That's
you're
fine.
up to 9.
All right, now I feel better.
Yes.
Oh, swingy.
Okay. So to lead off, right? You heal thyself.
Yes.
Clear. And
Yep.
then get back to it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. The power of Sari, thank you. And
Now,
I
do you
swing,
need to
swing.
have for casting spells? You need to have free hands.
For that one, it is just somatic. So
So you need to. But even your buckler hand, you could just
that's right. That's why I have a buckler and not a shield.
turn around, grab your bag, cough, and you're good to go with more points. All right, sir. So who is your target today?
It's going to be the one to the south of me.
Okay. You want to try the drop and drag?
I'm going to try that.
Okay. Natural 1. Critical miss.
Oh my.
Oh my.
I know we're supposed to be. This is an amazing system, but so far the die rolls have been a little high or low.
Yeah.
There hasn't been any really medium.
This is all crazy. All good. Okay. Okay. Critical miss, huh? Well,
Yes.
I'm gonna say that you were talking about wet conditions and everything. All right. That instead of dropping your weapon, you overreach this sucker, and just kind of the momentum, and you kind of whoop and right on your butt and fall prone, right at its feet.
Oh, lovely.
You have an action. You have an action left.
I will stand,
Okay.
and I am done.
Hopefully
Pick myself up.
Hopefully they're not fighters and get attacks of opportunity. Okay. It is time for the dead. Anyway, it patiently kind of sits there creaking. One thing I loved about Skyrim is you could sneak down there if you listen. You could just see this. You could hear the skeletons just kind of standing there on the spot, wafting back and forth, and you hear that crick, crick. It's like, oh, undead down here. Love it. All right, sir. Well, we're going to... Oh, look at this. Somebody comes up beside you, and you fall down and start getting up. Well, I'm going to target the new guy. There we go. Attack of 17 against Ock.
Me.
Hmm.
Well,
I tried to attack the new guy. I tried to attack the new guy. What's going on?
That's fine. I'll take it.
Why am I not attacking the new guy? Oh, you know what? I didn't clear my last one. 17. Does that hit you, Sir Druid? What is your AC?
16.
Really? Okay.
Yes, sir.
So it does hit you. So you take 2 plus 2 is 4 points of slashing damage. You are lightly wounded.
Ow.
However, oh, there's more. Because now it doesn't give me like all kinds of options here to keep attacking you. Like it doesn't give me the 3, you know, pull up the character sheet. It doesn't give me the 3 what we got here? Spells? Do I have spells? No. Have anything other? No.
I know under older systems, because undead were limited to the amount of actions.
Yeah, like
About the new ones, I don't know, because I haven't read the new
I don't know if
bestiary
you're just
yet.
gonna go to town here. Anyway, considering his level and the D6 or whatever, I'm gonna err on caution. Okay. Because we don't just want to chop you guys to pieces and have them go, "Oh, I'm sorry," you know, as opposed to we could have. You know what I mean? I don't want to kill you by accident, as opposed to just wuss down the encounter. So we're gonna say he's attacked you, he's hit you, and just, you know, waits to kind of see if you react or leave or just fall over and, you know, keep chopping. So we'll say that's him done. Next
Thank
one.
you.
Next one. Oh, don't thank me. Thank Rob for, you know, overpowering this encounter. Where's my next guy? Where's my next guy? Oh, here we go. Here we go.
What,
Yeah.
what do you mean overpowered? There's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Hey.
6, 7 undead.
Who says you have to stand your ground and fight? You know, there's run away and live in, you know, another day. Because, you know, they just start coming at you.
Except we're good guys guarding a caravan that's not moving. So-
Your own principles might kill you one day.
Yep, that's going to happen.
Supposed to be guarding this?
Yeah.
Oops.
So, a swing and a hit against good old Ook. Takes
This-
6 damage and is back down to being critically wounded. The players must decide if this is a critical mess and run away. It's up to you. Tal, Jered.
Well then, I'm going to swing with my maul onto this guy here.
Oh,
hopefully.
crap. I did bugger something up. Sorry. This is one of the guys, this is one of the claw guys that came out of the thing. He's not doing D6 slashing. I'm terribly sorry. So I actually need to do different damage. So Ook, instead of taking 6, you only take 5.
Why,
Roll that for you.
Why, thank you.
If I have the
That
power,
helps.
I have the power, you know. Oh, because that puts you at puts you at 17, doesn't it? You're still up, dude. Otherwise, you would have fallen 0. Okay. Sorry, where were we?
I'm going to attempt to attack said guy in front of me, the said
Okay.
undead, with my maul.
Okay, go nuts.
Swinging back with both hands and letting it rip.
Okay, would you like to move first?
No, I think
Okay.
I'm good.
Okay. And what'd you get?
I got a 17. It's telling me I hit,
Yep,
so
that's right. Damage.
Yay.
Drop it right on him.
8 damage.
And you just obliterate this thing
Holy.
and come crashing down and damage the wagon as well. Hey!
So then I'm going to use one of my strides to go here
Okay.
and make my second attack.
So you kitty corner around. Well, the wagon's in the way, so you kind of like L shape around
Yeah.
the wagon. Yep.
Yeah.
Close on the other guy. How do
For
I?
11 and miss, and I overbearingly swing. You're my bone dust. Not really.
You missed?
I missed.
Okay. But hey, you know, they are coming down. 5, 10, 15, 20. And just comes around the wagon, 25, 30, 35. You know, this is like, oh, what do we got over here? You know, that kind of thing. Just shambling along. Hold the line. Nope, not happening. These suckers are just start, you know, engulfing. Hi, everybody. These got a couple guys are going to the north here, you know, a couple guys going to the south. One comes up on your flank there because you're out in the open. Oh, barbarian of greatness.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to pull up the targeting. Oh, sorry. This is not that one. This is, sorry. He doesn't go yet. It's the one beside Ook. And Ook has 1 point. And I roll. And I hit.
Well, at least this time it was a middle roll that you hit.
Yeah. Now you're dying. Now you're at negative. Where are you? Oh, right. We don't do bleeding out negatives anymore, do we?
Yeah, well, you when you hit your dying condition of dying 4, you're dead.
Yeah, but right now you had 1 point. I did 7 points. No. Yeah, I did 7 points of damage. What happens to you?
I'm dead.
Because you took over. You sure?
Yeah. I'll look up the rules for one
no,
second.
I'm pretty sure it just drops you and then you start dying, as opposed to like the overbearing. Don't I have to like get more than your half or more than your threshold or something?
Yeah, if you have to get more than my maximum hit points, or sorry,
Yeah.
more than my maximum, whatever it was.
Okay, well, since
that's death by massive dying. But
okay,
this is just
we'll get you refreshing yourself since you have nothing better to do than, you know, kill, die, bleed.
Sorry.
We'll get you right on that. Maybe we can. You want to use your hero point to prevent said death? Keep that in mind. But we'll get back to you. So he chops and he's done. Dr. Queck is, you know, again, urging civilians to get out.
But the thing with dying is that my initiative changes to my whatever dropped me.
Oh, right. The opponent.
That is my new initiative.
That's true. Where are we here? What did he get? This guy's initiative is like 4. So I go up to you and we turn initiative to 4. Thank you.
Yeah.
So Dr. Queck is trying to get these guys, you know, trying to get you guys going here. I don't have a shield. Let's go to actions. Let's see if my guy could be. Okay. Time for the alchemical bomb. Really didn't want to resort to this. But. Oh, no, I don't have bombs. That shouldn't really be in my. I'm a Churgeon. I don't get bombs.
Oh.
I don't think
Weird.
I do. Or do we all get bombs? Oh, jeez, I cannot remember. I don't know if this was like on my sheet automatically or. Well, I'll tell you what I do have. I do have a sling, and I could, you know, full sling, and shoot at this guy. Hopefully, do some damage. Who said guy? Where are we here? I've covered up my sheet here. Oh, there we go. I did 6 point. Oh, but I missed. Never mind. Start firing at the incoming undead, trying to slow them down and miss, and he's done. And I'm 1 to pull, 1 to load, 1 to shoot. I'm stuck where I'm standing. Ak is laying where he's laying in that initiative, and we're back to the one that was coming up on the barbarian. And he's going to claw at the barbarian.
Okay. So I finally did some more reading again.
Hmm?
So for dying,
Yes.
as a player character, when you are reduced to 0 hit points, you're knocked out, and with the following effects: You immediately move your initiative position to directly before the creature or effect that reduced you to 0 hit points.
Okay.
Then you gain the Dying 1 condition. In this effect, you're knocked out was a critical success from the attack or from the result of your critical failure, you gain Dying 2 instead, which wasn't, but if you have the wounded condition, increase your dying value by amount equal to your wounded value. If the damage was dealt by a non-lethal attack, then you don't get dying condition. And then trying to recover. When you're dying, at the start of each of your turns, you must attempt a flat check with a DC equal to 10 plus your current dying value to see if it gets better or worse.
And it said typically dying value is like 15 plus the damage, or plus the.
No, because dying is if you're dying 1, 2, 3, 4. After dying 4, you're dead.
Yeah. So what's the DC? It says your dying value, so it's like 11.
DC is 10 plus my current dying value. So if my dying value is 1,
It's 11. Okay.
then it's 11.
Yeah, so I was right. It puts the break. That all that extra damage just drops you into a different condition. You're at 1, and you fall like a stone.
I'm
and
at
there you
0.
are. Yep, that's
I'm
fine.
at 0 and I'm dying.
Okay, getting back to the battle at hand, clawing at you, sir. Finessing, clawing, getting a natural 20 to claw the barbarian, and look at that double dice of d4s coming up for a total 8 points of damage and dropping him to heavily wounded, critically wounded. The barbarian is down to 1 hit point. Oh, we having fun? Oh, we're having fun.
I'm going to get you next time. Just wait.
Thank Rob. He made this encounter. Something on the phone about, they need to learn sometimes to run away, and not all encounters are, approachable. Okay. That's fine. Don't blame me. We're just playing it out, boys. So, Mefrit.
Okay,
We're losing this fight. In case you haven't figured that out.
I see
Time to
that.
pull something to change the game. Druid, have you got any range, any area, any... I don't really owe any allegiance to people and disappear into the night. What do you got? Like, what's going on, buddy?
Well, the most that I can do with anything is simply target one thing at a time. So, what's here in the wagon? Auk, and is there a creature left in here?
Yep, on the north of him, above him.
Above him.
Okay, also, you should be able to target the creature kitty corner above you on the right just by reaching out, because he technically takes up the square, this guy over here. Hello. Or you could go through the wagons, jump down, and have 2 targets. You could place yourself here and attack 3 different guys, the one on the left having cover because you just left the wagon circle. You could stay up here, attack a single guy adjacent to you on the right from higher ground, giving you a +1. I believe is higher ground still, Joe. Or help the guy that's beating up Auk, trying to protect your ally because it just fell Auk.
Okay, so if I move here, does that still give me the option to attack the guy that's attacking Auk?
Yep.
Okay.
But
So
you burn an action, where if you stay put, you could get 3 attacks on that guy.
on the guy that's attacking Auk?
Auk on your left, yes.
Okay. So
What's it gonna be?
What you going to do?
What you gonna do when they come for you? Ha ha!
Run away.
Nope. Not yet.
In case you guys are wondering, I have 2 maps up. One is the new Pathfinder 2nd edition showing the Shining Kingdoms, the basic area of Isgur and Dorian, where you guys are, coming through the Viking Mountains. They talked about a trade route, and you guys were going north, but from the capital, Almas of Andorian, there's a white line going up and showing a double trade route up towards the 5 King Mountains. That line continues along the river towards Elder, which is the capital of Isgur, and like heading north, if you were continuing that line, this is why I've brought this map up, that is the caravan route that you guys are following, for those that are wondering why I have maps all over the place on this live feed. Sorry, Corey, giving you that last moment to decide, what do you do?
I quickly survey the situation, and I
Okay.
assume that I see that my good friend Auk is slowly passing away from life.
Okay.
I am
Perception.
going.
Perception will cost you.
No. I can
Okay.
see that he's. I don't need to perceive. The guy's bleeding.
He fell down. Yeah, he fell down.
Okay,
Remember
like
me.
he fell down. Like dude's
Okay.
dude's got an issue, right?
Yeah.
So, being the somewhat dramatic person that I am, I'm going to grab my bow staff, twirl it above my head,
Okay.
and attack this guy
This guy.
right there.
Again, the guy to the north,
The guy to the north.
that's on the wagons. The
That's
undead.
on the wagons.
Okay. And what'd you get?
I got a hit,
With
an
the 19?
attack of 19.
Need you to call the numbers. Okay. And now take your damage dice and drop them right on him. Or like I said,
Okay.
you can set you as that target.
All right, and which ones are my damage?
On your character sheet.
Yep.
Okay. You should. Let me just pull you up here so the world can see and learn too. Your actions tab down the bottom. Go
Gotcha.
up all the way up to the top near combat one. Nope, that's not it.
Mhm.
Where's the actions? Is it actions? Sorry, yeah. Scrolling up towards actually of your bow staff, right? So you have
Yes.
your three little dice, +2, -3, -8, right? Those would be the attacks. The actual bludgeoning window.
Mhm.
See how your cursor suddenly becomes a golden hand? That means you can interact with that item. Just double click right on the window where it says your damage, where it lists your damage, and voila. You
7.
do 7 points of bludgeoning damage. Okay,
Yeah.
now you didn't take that. You didn't drag it. You could drag it out on top of the guy, and it
Okay,
would
yeah.
affect him. Okay. Anyway, I got it because we did the
Got
7.
it.
It's done, right? Or like
Yep.
I said, if we had set your target to that guy. Anyway, 7 points
bad.
I know is enough. No, it's fine. You were just following what I asked you to do. You obliterate this guy. He is done. You just smash him and he crumbles.
So in sight, within reach of Auk, is there anybody within reach of Auk to damage him?
Yes, there's a guy on the other side of you. You and this undead are flanking someone that could get him.
Okay, and can I reach him?
You would have to step onto Ox Square. Now, Ock is unconscious, so now he's not in your way. He just counts as difficult terrain.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, you could. Now, back in the fight, you're running, right? Your bow staff, it's on your back, or are you carrying it?
I was carrying it.
Right, so you came out, cast with one hand, twirl the staff, so you should be good. You basically, dramatic smash, you should have actions left, so you should be able to step right onto Ock here.
I should have 2 actions left.
Yep, step right onto Ock, who's now difficult terrain, even though they cast 10 feet, and just smash your way down on Buddy. Now, giving you higher ground, what I want you to do is see that bottom left, it says Big Zero modifier, bottom left of your screen.
Yep.
Joe, can you confirm higher ground gives +1 in this game?
I cannot
Okay.
because I can't find it.
All right, well, I'll give it to you because this is a mean freaking encounter. Change that to a +1.
Okay.
And now do your attack and drag it onto that undead.
Okay, so we are going to attack.
However, drag your second dice, the one that says -3, not the first one.
Okay, so I just go ahead and drag my second die onto this guy right here. Please give me a good roll. Oh,
Yep. 15, but a miss.
oh, that sucks. Okay, so I still have 1 action left, correct? Nope.
But actually,
Nope, I
I
don't.
believe that hits because these guys are the shambling guys are not armored. I have to manually adjust their armor class because, like I said, this is a pasted together encounter. The only problem is I can't seem to find this actual character. I'm making them all blink, as it were. And as you see here, this is making them visible to players.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But I'm having trouble finding the one that I need to... Oh, there he is. Okay. Now I've got the guy I want to interact with. All right, let's pull up his sheet. And the armor class is set to 16 because of the stuff they wear. Right?
Okay.
So I'm going to drop that by at least 2. So that's an actual hit. So if you want to, instead of double clicking on the damage window, try clicking and dragging the entire damage window for your staff onto that guy's head. Excuse me.
Here's a day.
And see how you do with that.
8 plus 2. And it said damage 10 to medium undead 15, status destroyed.
Yep. He is done. 2 guys, 2 obliterations in 1 round.
Hey.
I said you had to do something awesome, destroying 2 combatants, turning the tide, while standing over or upon. Not helping. The weight. You immediately take status dying too as this guy treads on you. Okay. That is you, sir. You're finished. And our barbarian, Fast Hal. What do you got? What do you want to do? Undead number 4, you're on deck.
So I'm going to, let's see here. Ooh, they got moved around. Well, in this case, I'm going to attack undead number 1 or 6. 1. Why did I get 1 out of
Now
that?
these guys that are shambling out here have lower armor classes. The only armored guy that's left is the one next to the druid in the wagon. The scimitar. These guys are just bones and claws, and that's the good news. The bad news is you have 1 hit point left, sir. What do you do?
Yes, I don't have anything that can heal me, so I'm going to crush this puny undead who killed my little green brother who could have been, and I'm going to turn his bones to powdered white bones.
You gonna give me the line, Joe?
Oh, that's all good.
You don't want to go Python on me?
No.
All right, fine. All right. What do you got there?
Come on. Thank you.
I love
Good
how the
hit.
dice actually sink into the chest.
And I
They just-
swing hard at his head, hitting it very
yes.
well.
with a 23. Don't forget to call the numbers. People at home, especially the podcast, love hearing those dice rolls. Okay,
And
let's have your
for
damage.
damage,
Yes.
let's actually put this on the guy. I crack his skull for 13.
Obliteration. Finally,
And
turning the tide, boys.
I'm going to stride to here,
All right.
and then I'm going to.
Here being where?
I moved up. I
North.
stride up 2 squares so
Yep.
that I am
Yep,
next
moving
to the undead that is threatening the
Right.
druid and my little green brother
Yep.
to be.
The burnt out place on your left, hand along the wagons on your right, past the druid and thing, and coming right up on the guy up there.
The smoke is just irritating. I hate burning caravan smoke. It's horrible.
So what do you got?
Didn't we get that guy?
Unfortunately, a 10, and I miss horribly again. These second attacks are not my friend.
Oh, that's right.
This guy's gone.
Yeah, this was guy number. This was the first guy the monk obliterated.
Oh,
You have some stride movement left. If you want to like angle all the way around the wagon and go at this guy, that's fine too.
yes, I will do that. And are you get a redo on the attack then?
No, you keep your roll.
You
can use a
hero
point. Did you want to use a hero point, son?
Yes, because I'm irritated. These guys have hurt my little green brother.
We need to do something about these hero points. There, they don't grow on
Yes,
trees. You
so
know.
I'm heroically rage. That's not really a rage at this guy for a critical.
Okay.
And smash his head in, hopefully, with 21 damage.
Sweet.
Bludgeoning. Poof.
I need some kind of auto delete, auto remove from the tracker, which I think is in here. I just haven't rigged it. There you go. down to one. One guy.
Roar.
And guess what he does? He's gonna attack my guy, finally bringing me into the fight. Oh no!
Get back, you creature of the night. You undead abomination. You... Ow, that hurts.
Clawing.
What was with the crappy roll?
Like you
I
said,
think
they're
this
all really good
frigged.
at- I'll tell you what, okay? Just to be fair, a second claw towards my Dr. Quack, okay? Still missing.
Look at these crappy rolls. What the hell?
Emboldened, Actually, I forget taking the penalties, but I just want to see. Nope. It's not in the cards, man. Without the penalties, it's just lumbering towards. Hence, Quack is doing the endless insults. And again, you creature of the night. It is not really impressing. Anyway,
We all can't be Big Brother Thos.
it is moi, and I'm going to bucker off, as they say. 5, 10, 15. I'm gonna put some distance between me and this thing, and then Dr. Quack is going to take this creature of the night as a target. I'm going to pull up my sheet, and I'm going to sling. I'm going to move, reload the sling, and fire once, and a miss. But that's me. Ook, you are now at dying condition 1, about to take dying condition 2,
Yes.
and you need a stabilization roll, which is what?
Which is a flat DC check of
Like,
10
with your
Oh,
con,
sorry,
with your con, with your fort, with anything?
flat.
Okay.
Flat check
bonus.
means no bonuses.
Oh, I thought flat DC was just like, there it is.
Oh, flat check is your natural D20 roll, and it is what it is.
Okay, let's have it.
All right. And if this doesn't work, then I'm going to burn my hero point.
Okay.
I am
1.
going to definitely burn my hero point. That's a critical fail.
Natural 1.
And I'll tell you what happens on a critical fail when you're trying to stabilize yourself.
Oh, what happens on the critical fail?
You get worse. Surprise, surprise.
Hmm.
I just have to find out how badly.
But
Worse
you're
it-
using your hit point to...
Oh, yeah. I'm going to use it. So I don't die.
To re-roll this roll, right?
No, I'm spending all my hero points to go from dying to 1 hit point.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you can just cash
Yes.
in. Okay. So
That's what I'm doing, but as I'm looking up dying again.
Okay. So you're dying, and in the act, somewhere in time, as we go from round 4 into round 5, Mifrit, you hear a strange wheezing noise. You look down, you're stepping on something small and green that's dying out. What do you want to do? Lift your foot.
I'm standing on the green guy.
Corey's like leaning over his desk looking down.
Look, there's a green guy down here.
Oh, yeah. What are you going to
Fine.
do? Get off.
We'll move over here.
All right, so moving along the wagon line, and that lines you up. You've actually moved the goblin, but I get the idea.
Oh, oops.
No,
wrong
it's fine.
guy.
I got you.
Here,
you're moving
I'll put
along.
him back.
Yep.
Put me up.
There you go.
Put me up there.
This puts
All
you
right.
in line, kitty corner adjacent to our last combatant.
Okay, so that's one move. All right, so I'm going to again take my bow staff, swing it around my head, and as I'm coming around, crack this undead guy on the right side of his head.
Okay, I'm gonna target him for you. So all you gotta do is just click on those dice,
So I need to.
click on the weapon. That's your
Yeah.
initial attack, so click on the first number.
Yeah, that's really not working very well.
A miss.
I miss.
Oh, so close. Want to keep going? Move
Yep.
down the line of numbers. Try the smaller
Yep.
number next. Yeah.
We're gonna try the next one.
Just kind of building up momentum.
Oh,
No.
again.
Critical miss. Critical miss. The wet night, and it slips out of your hands as you're whipping it off into the night. Your weapon goes whoosh. Bye.
Oh, evilness.
I know. What can you do? But you do have an action left. You want to kick him in the face? Everyone can use fists, right? Everyone has that.
Let's see if I got anything else. Aha!
Like somebody just slipping the
Actually-
golf club and it just goes into the trees off the roof. Whoops. Crap.
I can reach him, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So and because he's undead,
Yeah.
I am going to cast my heal spell, which
Ooh.
will cause damage on him.
Do you have another one? How many heal spells do you get a day?
Oh, nope. I take that back. I don't have it.
I'm not sure how that
Stop it.
works, Joe. How many slots has he got? Are we weighing off his slots? What are we going after here?
No,
He is a Jered, so it'll be on his character sheet.
no, it's a level 1 spell.
Yeah.
And he's cast it.
Once on you.
Once.
How
Once
many
on
times?
me.
How many times a day does he get to use it?
I have to look at his character.
Oh, that's okay. You know, so another fun thing here: the actual character classes. Ta-da! Whoops. Character classes are like right here, and we can actually go into Druid and pull it up. Dun, 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 and I'm hoping it has the actual spell slot listing somewhere here. Druidic this, Druidic that. Cat. Here we go. 2 first level spells a day, 4 cantrips. There you go, buddy. What did you memorize? How many first level?
Heal and Shocking Grasp. But
Okay.
Shocking Grasp is too many chevrons. So,
How many is it?
well, the heal or Shocking Grasp?
Shocking grasp.
2.
Yeah, so you've burned a chevron. You've burned an action. I really got to stop calling it chevrons. You've burned an action to move where you are. You have 2 left. You could cast Shocking Grasp on him. Because that's what's in your head. That's your second spell, right?
Yes.
Heal the lightning. So do you want to shock the undead and try to destroy it with your spell?
Sure, let's do it.
Okay.
All right, so there's my cast. I hit.
Yep. With a 17.
Yes. Sorry, I apologize. Hit with a 17.
No,
I'm
it's fine. Hey, man, you're like 20 years out of gaming, let alone doing this. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, if I seem that I'm laying down breadcrumbs for Corey here, but he's a long way out. But he's doing great, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, crits with the electrical. Gets a D12 and a D12. A 1 and you got 7 points.
Yes, 7
it-
points.
It partially resists the electrical damage, but you heavily damage this thing. It fries, charcoals itself even more, and it is seriously damaged. And you, sir, are done. And next we have the barbarian who's coming around the wagons behind it.
Yes, I continue around the backside of this burning wagon and the corpse of the last undead that I just sundered to ash. And for harming my dead little green brother that could have been, I'm going to smash this one too.
Hope they don't bury you, Joe. You're unconscious, and we'll bury him here by the side of the road. He suffocates. All right.
And I swing with my maul again. That has had a lot of experience. Why can't I grab this dice? Thank you. And I swing for nothing.
Miss with 8. You want to try your second attack? Move down the chain of command of. Just so you guys, folks at home, can see what we're talking about here. I'm just going to call up his character sheet as he's swinging away wildly, and go to combat. And oops. sorry,
Yeah,
mean
I
actions.
rolled at a 6 against that one.
Oh, dear. Okay. So with
So,
them all, see how he's
yeah.
got the +4 first dice he could roll, the -1 because it's taking the -5, and then down the row he could go. Good fun, very tempting, especially when they lay it out for you on a character sheet. You're just dying to like click all the buttons. I know I would be.
Yeah, I am.
Yep. So not having the best day. You know, we have the little unhappy face, little tiny icon next to your figurine there, showing that you are fatigued, and the red dot showing you are seriously low on hit points. And guess what? Well, you're the closest thing to me.
Lunch.
I'm just gonna drop dice on your head. See how you like it. And because I attacked my character 3 times, oops, that's a scimitar. I should claw you. I think it's just going to do the double claw. Miss. Nope. You're good.
Yay!
You're good. Triple claw. No. Okay.
All right.
Is that the best you've got, little ugly dead thing? You can't do nothing against me because I've got the
vengeance of my dead little almost brother, Green Thing.
He's got the gift of the gab. We'll give him that. You're almost as bad as me. All right. You're targeting me. I'll target you. And again, reload the sling and try to get a little +1 shot off, dropping this on his head. Come on. Oh, boo. Boo, I say. 10, miss. Apologies.
I am trying, you know.
Ook. 1
I
point.
will spend
1
my
point.
hero point before I die.
Uh-huh. And
I'm back at
Yep.
1 hit point.
You are. And the
I
funny
will
thing is,
stand up.
now, is that when you spend all your hero points, is that a round? Like, is that a full triple chevron kind of, miracle?
Nope. It's the same as spending a hero point to re-roll.
And that's a single action?
It's not even a single
Oh,
action.
it's free. Okay.
It's freebie,
Okay. So, wow. We just.
but it can only be done on your turn.
Yes.
Maybe. There's a little blip in the rule that you might get around that.
I just want some kind of, like, it just seems weird. You get knocked down. Hero points. Oh, I never went down. What? Some kind of, even a time lamp.
Yeah, oh, it's
Torch
yeah,
around,
because I tried to stabilize, I failed. And since I critically failed, that means that my dying condition increased by 2.
Yep. And then you burned all your things for free and could have jumped back up, but we burned through a round and we come back around you, so that's fair. So
Yeah.
on his feet again.
On my feet, there's a stride.
Yep.
Oh, I
Get to
have no spells left.
Get to the back of the wagon. Is this where you're headed? Move through a
Yeah.
friendly?
Yep, I'll pass through a friendly
Okay.
and strike.
Okay. You left your weapon back there.
It's in my hand.
You fell unconscious.
It's in my hand.
Releasing your weapon. I'll keep your buckler, but if you want your slicer,
My
buddy,
buckler's strapped to my arm.
I know, I'll
It
give you
can't
your
come
buckler.
off.
I'm saying your choices are get up, pick up weapon, stride done, or get up, head over there, and it's like, oh,
Fine, I'll head over and I will kick.
I had dropped it, slipped in the night. Unless you want to get the old thong thing going. No, come on.
Nope, I'll just kick it.
Realistically. All right. Fist punch, boot to the head. Now in this game, everybody has like a fist punch at D4, which is kind of cool. Gone is a D3. I swing at him. Nope, that it provokes, and everybody provokes. And oh, look at this. gets a 20, not a natural 20, but up to 20. So viciously kicking. And D4.
Yeah, I don't have it in my
Okay.
character sheet, so I'll just grab it
Yep.
and drop it.
You know what's gonna happen? I know exactly what's gonna happen.
I can't see what it says.
I'm just waiting for you to drop the dice.
I did drop it.
Oh, I don't see it. I don't see a D4. Oh, there it
Oh,
is.
there it goes. Slow but sure.
Yeah.
3 points, buddy.
3 points plus my strength.
I had 2.
4.
I
7.
had 2. He looked. You guys are all focusing, shocking at Chards. Doesn't finish. Maul guy comes over. This thing starts dodging. The little goblin that's dead, green little brother, gets up, strides through the druid, bursts through, and then comes over and literally punts its head right off its body. Kick, boot, football into the field, chasing that bow staff that went off the green. That's right. And the thing just collapses.
Mwah.
And it all goes quiet. In the night, ladies and gentlemen, never have, and again, any game of football never have we seen a game like this, ladies and gentlemen. Rob specifically made this encounter for you guys to run. I'm so proud of you all. Hero points all back. You stood your ground. You did your job. You guys all took serious damage and still pulled this rabbit trick out of your hindquarters. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm so proud of everybody. So proud. These moments. I mean, the only thing that's better than this, like a seedier pants win, is a TPK. I mean, come on, let's admit it. Nothing makes a DM happier than a good old TPK. He just wipes the floor and they get more and more miserable. No, come on. Throwing masses of undead. Gentlemen, all goes quiet. The only thing you hear is caravan people falling over themselves down the road. They're trying to escape.
Well, you can come back now. I think it's all right.
Wow.
Yep. And then stepping up, Dr. Queck. begins forensically checking the bodies.
This is most strange. Interesting, but strange.
What are you guys doing?
I'm going to walk up to Ak and go down on a knee and be like, "Little Ak, your big brother Ak has died, but I will take care of you now. We will be good friends. Little Ak and I will be great."
I'm
Yes,
sorry,
man, me
who died?
Little Ark, and now Big Ark is here.
Oh, sorry. He's talking about like a Rise of the Phoenix rebirth of trial by undead. Okay, sorry. Suddenly I was, oh my god, we lost Big Ock. What? Oh no. Where were those mercenary guys? You know, the wizard and the brothers.
They don't have very good naming conventions, so it's Big Ak, Little Ak, slightly bigger than Little Ak.
The MP. Yeah, no, I got you. Sorry. The NPCs and the way bursting into the night, coming along in there, catching up with you guys. Finally, we're waylaid because rounds are seconds, and we got through about 5 rounds. It's the whole battle less than a minute. So these guys show up, and thank you and congratulations and a bunch of voices. I'm not going to insult Rob by trying to do for him. But I'll tell you this. I'm going to do some sort of check to see if Dr. Queck can figure out what are these things? What happened? Why did they, what's going on, guys? Like, there's something not right. Oak, do you tell us the story?
I tell you a story of what I can tell you lots of stories. What story would you like to hear?
We came back, you were already beset upon by this undead horde. Like, where did they come from? What's going on? What happened? That kind of thing.
Oh, by all means, after I patch my wounds here, I will explain that.
Okay.
They came from the burnt out tavern and surrounding areas, burnt out inn.
Now, I should be able to help you guys with my Churgeon abilities, because I can make stuff. I can. I don't have bombs. I have formulas, and in my formula book, I have a choice. And I took like Elixir of Life, and I took. It's in my inventory, I think. Here we go.
Oh, you're a healer.
Yes, a Churgeon. Churgeon.
Yeah.
But it looks like Rob's imported character does not have that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into gear, and there should be Elixir of Life somewhere. How would I look this up? Maybe I can type it in here. Elixir. Spelled that wrong anyway. There we go. Cheat Elixir, Cat's Eye Elixir, Dark Vision Elixir, Healing. Oh, I guess Life. Let's type in Life. There it is. Minor or lesser. Which one's the least powerful?
Lesser, I do believe.
Not minor? Wouldn't minor be the smallest?
Because hold on a second.
Minor. D6 hit points.
Okay.
Lesser. 3d6. Oh yeah, no, it's minor.
Oh, 3d6 both. Yeah, I'll take that.
Well, actually, if I look in the classes here, because we want to make sure that you're going to get everything that's coming to you. We go down here and we're looking into alchemy, infused regents, advanced academy, the formula book, and it talks about the Churgeon. Here I am. Concentrate on healing others with alchemy. You start with formulas for 2 of the following in your book. So of lesser antidote, lesser anti-plague, and lesser elixir of life. So I can actually make the good stuff. I can actually make a lesser elixir, which I do. and starting with Ook, can restore 3d6 plus 6 hit points.
Who's your daddy?
I'm just a little curious on why that's so powerful comparatively to a cure spell.
Because it takes me 10 minutes and a bunch of dicking around.
Okay, fair enough.
It's really not an in combat thing. It's like, oh, good thing I can make a healing potion because I did fuck all during the combat. Here, drink this. Shut up.
Okay.
Try to get it down. That kind of thing.
I'm not complaining. I was just curious on
my
why.
guess is it's a saving grace for for the character class. But hey, you can thank Twitter. I put up all the races, they picked Gnome. I picked up all the classes that were not in the Dwarven Age of Ashes, and they picked Alchemist. And I looked at the 3. Now, I did pick Churgeon because it was like, I looked at the party we were putting together. It's like, okay, bombs are fun, but everybody does that, right? Mutant guy, interesting, but it's like, oh, I bet you nobody, if they wanted to see something new, I bet you no one plays the Churgeon. So found the picture, fell in love with it, and here we are healing 3d6 points plus 6.
They might like it now.
Yes, I hope I've inspired you to go forth and I hope I've inspired you to go forth and play Churgeons in the night Churgeons. Yeah. And the forest is almost quiet. I think we get a little bit of, yeah.
Elixir of life.
Elixir of life. So I guess you're just waiting on those dice rolls as you.
That's actually really cool.
Our barbarian is bonding. Somebody's waiting on his medicine. What is our druid/monk doing?
I'm going to survey the area and look around. And while I'm also doing that, I'm assuming that's going to take a perception skill.
Yes. Check this out. So I put a +6 in the modifier. I right-clicked on a dice and chose a 3, rolled them all at once, and you get 17 points back, little man.
Yeah, I'm just, I think it's amazing, but I think it was that that it was a little overpowered because it is a level 5 for a lesser elixir of life.
That's what it says.
Right, where you can do a minor at level 1. Which
so
is
maybe I have the formula, but I can't pull it off yet. That doesn't make much sense.
Yeah, I'm just because for the elixir of life, right? You have to, because you're creating it. Right, you can only be a certain level. Right, level 1 it's 1d6. Level 5 is 3d6.
It says lesser antidote, lesser anti-plague.
Yeah. Okay, let's
Two
just
of the following.
I'm not complaining. I'm just like, it's weird because,
well, remember you guys are used to having like a D8 hit point, a D10 hit point. Now you guys have like 20 odd hit points. So a 3d6 could roll low. I rolled a 1-5. You know what I mean? And it's only good for one dude. I don't know if I can make this stuff again. I may have to wait till tomorrow.
Yeah, because it's
I can push my
10
luck.
minutes. So
Yeah.
okay,
So we're gonna give
cool.
We're gonna give Ak 17 points back.
Yeah, I'll take it.
We hear the wolves crying in the night that ran away from our last encounter. And while we start figuring out, a bunch more stuff, the people gather, we do a head count, and heading north, maybe? Unless Rob pulls some more stuff on us, we don't know. Resuming our journey towards Breach Hill. Certain events unfold. Question is, when you guys finally reach Breach Hill, hopefully alive, the Call of Heroes would come the next day. And there's a certain Warble Brumblebrasher goblin in the morning, pacing. A young Ook, goblin champion, approaches her. Ak, approaches her and asks what's wrong. A short conversation exchanges, and Ak runs off, ready to do something about it, getting back to his tavern, talking to his companions, getting everybody ready, getting himself dressed, and coming back first while the big men are slow to rise. Even though they know the appointment's at 12 o'clock, you guys are like, maybe it was heavy drinking something. You're just really slow staggering there. Ook is alone, first on the scene, and comes back, and the council's already in session. Now, you learned from Warble Brumblebasher that her poor goblins up on Hell Knight Hill at Citadel Eldraine are giving off distress smoke signals, that she is their liaison in town, and she plans to petition the council this very day that, please help my people. You run home, come back, it's too late, council's in session, no problem. Kicking the doors wide in time to a scene that envelops you is horrible. 40 people in the room, 20 stampede the door, and you get pinned behind the door for several rounds, getting pushed out into the open. Then, realizing that the fire that was started inside and people are still trapped inside, heroes, dwarves are doing what they can, council members to try and get people out, but there's no getting you back in there to help these people get out because the door is constantly being crowded with people. 2, 4, 6, 8. The side of the building blazes and actually becomes apparent on the outside. 6 water towers in a circle around the founding father of the town. And what do?
Grab a bucket.
Form a bucket brigade. Turns to a young woman by the name of Margaret, and with her help organizes a bucket brigade as the events of our Age of Ashes episode 1 and 2 play out inside the actual council chamber. And if you'd like to know, visit our YouTube page to see it. Visit our SoundCloud, our iTunes, Spotify, our website, www.rollmongers.com, to pick up the audio for those events and for those recordings that we're doing live, but recording and putting up everywhere we can. Our YouTube page, Rollmongers, everywhere we go, all backed. And you can find out the shenanigans that play out with poor Joe and the nameless hero, because unfortunately, when he finally gets these people trying to put out the fire and doing what they can, he does heroically rush back inside and succumbs to smoke inhalation and ends up retching his guts out on the side of the building, taking off his helmet so he can breathe, and passes out. The scene goes now to Breach Hill, the druid and the barbarian running up. Guys, the council hall in the middle of town is ablaze. There are 40 or 50 people outside. Everything looks taken care of done. And we search, we ask, and even there's a woman holding your guy's helmet talking about this lone hero that got the brigade going. A search, finally, alone by yourselves, around the side, we find our companion passed out. There are 3 temples in town. One to the accidental drinking god, Clagadin. It's actually a tavern. One run by an elf, the dream house of Desna. And one to Shaelin, goddess of beauty and art. And it's actually a decorating center, kind of like a Scots painting. You guys have not had time to pray for your own healing or whatever. The guy is badly beat up and suffering from dying smoke inhalation. What would you guys do with him? Where would you take him?
A good ale always helped me, so let's just go to the tavern. Someone there can help.
Taking him to the tavern for healing, and we will pick up there, embroidered, enmeshed in the events of our Age of Ashes campaign, and we will see you next time here at Simply 2nd Edition. My name is GM Jeff Ball. I'd like to thank Corey, Jared, and Joe Gibson for joining me tonight. I'd like to thank you for joining tonight. I'd like to thank our sponsors, Fantasy Grounds, which is technically boosting our Age of Ashes. But without the core rulebook from them, I couldn't have pulled this off out of the back of my hat as we're tonight. So thanks to them. Thanks to our new sponsor, Devon Knight. And thank you for watching live here on Twitch TV at /GM's Cut. Watching later on our Rollmongers Network YouTube page, or possibly going to our own website at www.rollmongers.com and checking out several podcasts that we have. Star Wars, Mummy's Mask, War for the Crown, Dice for Dishonor, an all-Cavalier party, taking up Troy LaValle's challenge. The list goes on. Check us out. And thank you very much. We will see you next time.
Next Sunday.
And now you have the rest of the story.